Welcome back, one and all. Well, for the most part, one and all. It's 9:30 a.m. on this Tuesday morning, November 11th, 2025, 11:11, and as Charlie Ward said this morning on his daily presentation, the portals are open and to manifest what you want to come through into your future. Well, yesterday I had a delivery from Walmart, which showed up approximately at 1:25 p.m. in the afternoon. And upon opening my door as the delivery guy was dropping off my orders, there was this packet of papers on the floor out in the hallway. 10 pages in total, which includes a past police report, as well as other information. Some of these papers actually have court stamps to them, which apparently makes them legal, if you will. I have no idea whatsoever of whomever had dropped these off. Okay, there has not been communication between law enforcement and myself, so whether, it was a cop that dropped them off, I don't know. And I am one that when it comes down to phone calls, I screen all of my phone calls. Many times, of course, these phone calls will come up as potential spam, and there's never or rarely ever a voicemail that is left. Okay? And most commonly, these phone calls will originate through YouTube because of accidentally tapping onto the external link through ads, sponsored ads on this platform. Okay, so right there I just want to state that because of this situation, YouTube through Google is basically spam artists now, okay? And a great deal of spamming originates through this platform. But let's get back to this right here. I would very much enjoy showing you what all is here. Basically, there was the attempt to gain a personal protection order against me. And there's been a great many false, what do I want to say, accusations provided within these reports. A great deal of false information, which will be used to my advantage in the near future. Because once again, according to the top page, of which once again I will not show, supposedly there is a court date coming up rather soon. But this top page that is stating that there's a court date has no official court stamp to it. So once again, I have no clue who dropped this paperwork off. However, I will state that the information provided is greatly beneficial for what I have to do. And through just this little bit of information, will open up so much more. Yes, the plots are still being planned against me. The conspiracy is continuing on, and so on, and so on. Apparently, there has been proceedings through the court system that I have not been aware of. But now, well, I have been included within that knowledge thereof. And once again, I will be using this to my advantage. As the police reports in here, even though I consider them to be pathetic, using a word that I often use anymore, it still holds enough information for me to be able to carry out what I need to do. Remember, this has been a situation that's been going on for years within the shadows, under the cloak of darkness, and many third parties have been involved through lies and deceptions, and this will be uncovered. Those lies and deceptions will soon backfire severely. Once again, because of this day, and I don't care what anybody should think, the portals are open and manifestation shall take place through me, because it's my future that others have tried to place in jeopardy, and I will not tolerate no more of this. And this could even involve authority figures, if you will. Now, once again, going back to the police reports within this 10-page packet, if you will, a lot of information that has been shared with me through these 10 pages. Well, basically, as far as I am concerned, puts me in the clear and shows a great many examples of what I have been dealing with. And I still, unfortunately, have to deal with this, which I really shouldn't have to, because of the information here. I should not have to go to the extremes of trying to prove myself, because after all, I have been documenting all of this for a very long time on this channel. And yes, there is a full page that was handwritten out of my video content trying to be used against me. A coercion tactic, if you will, to blind the court's eyes. This won't work. In fact, nothing has worked so far other than to bring about emotional temperaments of which I do not care to have. In other words, I am speaking of anger. And if you know my content, you will understand that I don't believe in anger. It's one thing to be mad, but that's a whole nother topic of discussion, and a discussion of which I have shared many times in the past. So now, and unfortunately, this is the case scenario at hand. Yesterday was Monday. These were dropped off. No one attempted to contact me through proper channels of phone calls or leaving voicemails or what have you. Anybody could have picked this up and taken off with it. Okay? This is not certified mail. So should I actually comply with a future court date? Do I need to get a lawyer? I should not have to do any of the above, because the information here should speak for itself, as well as my content, which, again, has been used in an effort to take me down, if you will. And once again, I'll bring up the factor that quite some time back, there was an incident to where someone got so highly irritated that they hollered out at, I believe it was like 4:30 in the morning, to where there was a situation unfolding, an entrapment situation, to where I could hear a male voice screaming out quite adamantly and with a lot of anger, "You've been trying to take this guy down for over a year. Just do it." And that is not paraphrasing. That is word for word that has stuck in my head ever since that scenario took place. My channel's content will vindicate me and my life. So those that are incognito as far as subscribers to this channel, and you are here for the purpose of stalking, in which a fake account was set up precisely to do such stalking measures, this too will be proven. Yeah, they've tried to make me out to be the bad guy. Why? Because yes, I have made mistakes, criminal mistakes in the past. And, of course, the slate is never wiped clean, regardless of fines paid or time spent. And yes, spent behind bars. And many of those past occasions or situations that, I was deemed as a criminal, a lot of false narratives were used in said scenarios. And this right here can actually take us back to those scenarios and bust out those that were involved. I no longer have a social life with so-called friends, family, or otherwise. This is why. This is why I have a vlog channel. Because I've been dealing with this nonsense for far, far too long. And my channel, vlog style or not, has documented much. And I will use whatever I have available to clear my name, if you will. This is a day of manifestation. And once again, ironically, yesterday, this was dropped off. No clue of who did so. And today, being a so-called holiday, to where court systems are closed and all that, well, I get to sit around and dwell on this information. Yeah. Now, just real quick, last night through a Google notification, it stated that our weather, we were to be warming over the next few days here in my location, in which it showed that sun emoji. I get up this morning and it claims that we are to be cloudy all day. We have those whiteout skies with that very dirty appearance. But we can see the glow, okay? But otherwise, we have this. I've already been out to tend to the cats, and a great many cats showed up this morning. I will not, I did take count, but I will not divulge the amount of mouths that I fed this morning. So, with all that being said and sort of somewhat seen, I will bid you a fine farewell and ask you to enjoy your day. I'm not sure what type of content that I'll be coming out with in the future. After all, once again, this is a vlog style channel, which it was never intentionally made to be. It just kind of evolved into that. And I will continue to provide some type of content, once again, future tense. So have yourselves a great one. Take care. And if you should care to, you can always join back up with me here on this flip side of reality. And if you can't get enough, you can always go back in time throughout my channel's history, or you can simply go to my playlist and community postings. But on that note, this is Skywise out.